Hi, family. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt. I just want to remind you that today is Friday. Happy Friday. Yay! It's November the 22nd, 2024, and the time is 4:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is the 61st anniversary of the assassination of John F. Kennedy Sr. So we want to send out our prayers and our thoughts to John F. Kennedy Jr., also known as David Quigley. I'm going to contact him today just to make sure he's all right. But I wanted to let you know that allegedly, according to rumors, President Donald Trump said on the 19th of this month, I'm coming home in 3 days. Now, if that is the case, that would be today, November the 22nd, 19, 20, 21, 22, which happens again to be the anniversary, the 61st anniversary of John Fitzgerald Kennedy Sr.'s assassination. So I'm not sure what he meant by I'm coming home, unless he meant he's coming back into the seat that in which he was usurped, or the seat in which he was serving from since 2016, and then all the way up to 2020, and then allegedly Biden, came in. But we know that they stole the, what's the ELECTIONS. Now, there's a lot of reports circulating. Even I've heard this and I've reported many times that it appears that the Brunson brother case against Joseph Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, and 385 members of Congress had been heard and ruled in favor of the Brunson brothers. And I showed you guys a video clip, I want to say about a week or two ago, of other people saying the same thing. Jim Willie said the same thing on Nino Rodriguez's broadcast. And for those of you who don't know Jim Willie, he is an independent journalist. He actually is also a businessman. He has a PhD in statistics. He's a statistician. He's been reporting on geopolitics for some time now. Because of the nature of his work that he was doing, first starting off as a businessman, then he got into studying and examining politics and reporting on it. He had to flee to Costa Rica because people at high levels were coming after his business. People in his company for which he worked were being unalived, and just a lot of weird stuff started happening around him. So he went to Costa Rica and he's been reporting there for some time. But it's not just him, it's not just me, but other people are asserting that the Brunson case has been decided in favor of the Brunson brothers. So if that's true, this would be a perfect time for President Donald Trump to come back home. Now, we know that Biden is instigating a war, and many people are calling for the removal of Biden. It's not just the Republicans. I thought it was the Republicans, and it is. But even the Democrats are saying that Biden needs to step down because nobody wants to go to war. So what you hear on one side is, if the Democrats are calling for the removal of Biden, are they trying to push in Kamala Harris, or the person who's pretending to be Kamala Harris? Because we believe, and we've been told, that she's been dealt with at Guantanamo Bay. So who's ever playing her character? Could the deep state try to usher her in as president? If they do, I can see the Republicans going hardcore after her if she tries to come up, because we already know that she's not lawfully fit to become president, because the way in which the forefathers framed the Constitution is that if you want to serve as the president, you have to be natural born, and you have to be subject to the jurisdiction thereof of this country. She's not subject to the jurisdiction of this country because she's not natural born. Allegedly, she was born in Oakland, California, which would make her an anchor baby. But there's a lot of evidence that suggests that she really wasn't born here, that she's not American at all. And we all know that her parents aren't. But even if she were born here, she's not natural born. She would have been considered native born, which means that you and your bloodline came from somewhere else. Natural born means that you came from America. I don't want to get into semantics, because a lot of people that's been serving as president aren't supposed to be, because they're not natural born. We'll save that for another discussion. And you have to be subject to the jurisdiction in which you were born. So because she wasn't natural born, she was native born, allegedly in Oakland, California. Her parents, will have said, of course she can serve because she's an anchor baby. However, her allegiance is to her parents and the nativity of her parents, wherever they came from. And so the forefathers framed that in such a way so that it's not just about proximity, but it's about allegiance. And because her father allegedly came from Jamaica and her mother came from India, that means her allegiance will be to those two prospective countries. Now, there's some evidence that's coming out that's saying she's not even, her parents aren't even from India or Jamaica. Some people are saying she's from Pakistan. And of course, you all have heard that she may not even be a she. So who knows? It doesn't matter. The constitutional judges, those experts who studied the Constitution and understand the framework in which the Constitution was written, know that she's not legitimately serving as the vice president. So she can try to come and be a president. The Democrats could try to move her in that place, but the Republicans would vehemently go after her and say she's not lawfully fit to serve. So what's the other option? Oh, and by the way, you can fact check me and look up constitutional expert John Eastman. He's out of California. He made that observation several years ago that the forefathers had framed the Constitution in such a way that you have to be natural born and have allegiance to this country, which means your parents both have to come from this country. Either they have to be natural born themselves from this country, or they will have had to become some type of citizen, a lawful citizen of this country. So they weren't naturalized. She's not lawful. She's not even supposed to be vice president. So the other option is for the Republicans to say, okay, because they are calling for the removal of Joseph Robinette Biden. Okay, we're going to remove him. Everybody needs to remove him. And the Democrats are in agreement. And so since President Trump is the president elect, he can just step in, not just because they're going to remove Biden, but also consider the Brunson brother case. So the Democrats actually could probably move in somebody, or Kamala Harris, since she's next in line. But when you consider the Brunson brother case said, and I know I've said this many times, I just want to drive the point home, that Joseph Robinette Biden, Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and 385 members of Congress have posed a security breach in our nation by making us unsafe, in that they allowed more than 320,000 illegal aliens to fly into our airspace. You can look that up. Biden and his administration admitted to that. And then you have at least 11 million illegal aliens in this country. So not just flying in, over our airspace into our countries, but they've walked across the borders, swam across the borders, boated across the borders. However they could get here, they found their way here. So this is why President Trump has said one of the first things he would do is to get those people out of here. All the at least 11 million people out of our nation. He's already said that we are in a state of emergency, and he confirmed that he declared a national emergency. So again, the Republicans are calling for the removal of Biden. The Democrats are also calling for the removal of Biden because he has encouraged the Ukrainians to strike Russia, and that will cause a major world war. So this is just what I wanted to let you know, family. We are in a precarious time. Today, again, is the 61st anniversary of the assassination of John F. Kennedy Sr. So anything could pop off. And again, President Trump said he'll be home in 3 days. That would be today. So pay attention, keep your vibrations high. Anything can happen during this weekend. We also know that Iraq has been in the news for many things as it relates to their dinar being revalued. And this is a precarious time in which we live. So stay focused, keep your vibrations high, stay around your family members, and do whatever you need to do to keep everybody encouraged. Let's see what happens this weekend. Who knows? We might wake up on Sunday. Well, we might go to bed, on Sunday night and wake up Monday morning to a whole new reality. If I were you, I'd probably get some currencies if I could. If I could afford it, I'd probably roll over some assets or savings into silver, because I read an article that said silver could go easily up to $50 an ounce, and then it will go up to $100 an ounce, and then some experts say that it will shoot up to $500 an ounce, then it will pause and revalue. So if in fact silver is slated to go up, this is a good time while silver is still around $30 or $31 per ounce to get some silver. And if you have more of a savings, you might roll over your savings into gold. So go to your local coin shop. You can type in numismatics near me, or local coin dealer near me, Get some silver or constitutional silver. Also erroneously called fakes. I mean, what do they call silver? They call it, oh gosh, it slipped my mind. Constitutional silver, and I can't remember them what else they call it. I can't believe it slipped my mind. But they have this name for it that make you think it's not real, but it is a real silver, constitutional silver. So get some of that, or you can call Andy Shackman, CEO of Miles Franklin. They call it junk silver erroneously. It's nothing junky about constitutional silver. Okay. You can call Miles Franklin at 952-929-7006 and let them know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you, or you can send an email to info@milesfranklin.com. That's INFO at symbol MILES F as in Frank, RANKLIN.com. Or again, call them at 952-929-7006 and let them know that we referred you. Dr. Pruitt referred you. That's it, family. Stay encouraged. I'm excited. Again, there's a lot of news coming out of Iraq. If I have time this weekend, I'll come and let you know what's going on. So let's see if Biden is going to get removed out of office due to the Brunson brothers case being heard in favor of the Brunson brothers. Take care, family. I love you. Bye bye.